Welcome back to my channel, Sultan of
Dari kamu bukan model feminisasi. Tak mau sendiri sekelahi belum ahli pandang orang lain.
Hello guys, how are you today? I hope all of you is fine. Okay, my name is Sultan of and you can call me Sultan. I came from Melaka village, Sampang. I'm the first class senior high school Nazhatut Thullab Islamic boarding school in Rajan village, Camplong, Sampang. Now I would like to discuss of the question Sbmptn. Okay, let's go. Start reading of the paragraph. One month, the maker of office materials had, had advertised for a traveling salesman. Mr. Merlo applied for the job, and soon afterwards was invited to the company head office to meet Mr. Smith, the sales manager. Mr. Snell asked Mr. Barrow what experience he had as a salesman. I worked as a salesman for a English company until six, until 6 months ago. I sold blues, dusters, tins of polish, things like that. I went from door to door selling direct to housewives. Mr. Snell then asked me why he had left the job. Well, to be honest, it was very hard work. Mr. Barlow replied, it means working sometimes 6 or 8 meals a day. But the reason for leaving was I didn't think very highly of the goods that I was selling. And that made it difficult for me to be sincere when I had to tell housewives. What wonderful gracious they were. I knew perfectly well they wouldn't last beyond a month. What's more, they pay was rather good. I realized after that I wouldn't be able to support a family on the money I was earning. I see, said Mr. Snell. So what did you do the next? For the last 6 months, I have been a salesman in a department store, said Mr. Barlow. And do you see, you could sell Warman's office materials with clear consequence. Mr. Snell asked, do you think you could be sincere about selling papers, ink, copying magazines, and so on that we products here? Mr. Barlow said that he could, that Warman's office materials enjoy a very high reputation, and that in his department courthouse he saw almost nothing else. He said that he had always wanted to work for a big company with a big name, to travel all over the country selling goods to the other companies, rather than to housewife on the doorstep, and he added with a smile to enjoy the money and working condition offered with the job for which he had applied. Mr. Bellew, said Mr. Snell, do you have clean driving license? Yes, I do, Mr. Bellew replied. Then as long as your medical examination proves to be satisfactory, I am quite prepared to offer you the job. Mr. Snell got up and shook Mr. Bellew by the hand. Congratulations, he said, and welcome to our meeting. Okay, let's go start the question of Sbmptn. The first question of Sbmptn. The text tells us about A. The experience of Mr. Barrow, a salesman. B. Mr. Bello ideals of his future career. C. Mr. Bello's miserable life at a brush company. D. What Mr. Bello likes about performance. E. The acceptance of Mr. Bello at performance. The first answer key of the question is the Sbmptn. This is C. Why C? Because the reading clearly implies Mr. Acceptance interview test. Below at the government company read the discourse. The second question of Sbmptn. The purpose of inviting Mr. Barrow to Ormond's head office is A. To have Mr. Barrow apply for the advertised job. B. To find out if he were the right man for the job. C. To explain to him more about traveling salesman. D. To introduce him to Ormond's sales manager. E. To see what kind of products he has been selling. The second answer key, the question of Sbmptn. This is B. Why B? Because various questions asked by Mr. Snell clearly demonstrates the process of finding suitable salespeople for work at a government company. The third question of Sbmptn. All the boys admire the where the bridge and bridge room is served. A. Beautiful decoration. B. It was beautifully decorated. C. Beautifully decorating. D. Beauty of decoration. E. Beautifully decorated. The third answer key of question Sbmptn. This is E. Why E? Because to explain the word her in the her own adjective is needs or principle, verb A or verb 2. So the right choice is to beautifully decorate. The fourth question of Sbmptn. My doctor did a lot of photographs of the Borobudur when she went there on her last vacation. A has taken, B has been taking, C will take, D took, E had taken. The fourth answer key of question is the Sbmptn. This is E. Why E? Because the adverb of time used is in the form of simple past tense. When she went there, then the correct sentence must use past perfect form. If there are words that are wrong and the explanation is not correct, please forgive. I think enough until her. Finally, see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.